No. Everyone kept telling me to eat. So like,
You were trying not to eat. And they're like, no, you need to eat, mate.
Oh no, they it didn't really start until after like I did a 2-week water fast where I just drank water for 2 weeks last year in February. So like, which is the thing that led me into the gym again, because I did the 2-week fast, the water fast, which is something else. So I just drank nothing but salt water.
Ooh.
Like, okay.
All right. Welcome back to the podcast. Sorry, I'm trying to be like Sammy. Anyway, welcome back to another episode.
Sammy who?
You know what, Jen?
Bro.
We're at Sam's place. Sam is that guy. We'll throw the camera to him. So
I have to be nice to him now. Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah, kick us
we try
off this
to
place.
like do things
Strike one.
differently now, I think. And we are going outdoors.
It's good to be outside.
No, I'm
fresh
kidding.
air.
But I got injured and couldn't go to the gym on Saturday. So here we are. We should get right into it, right? Yeah,
We
let's
should.
get to it. So here I have Chan, yours truly.
What's up?
And,
I'm still here.
Yeah,
I'm surprised I'm still here.
episode 3. Let's go. We should do like 100 episode look back or something.
Mate, one episode at a time, bro. Like I
I'm
know
saying 100 already. Shit.
we've had discussions and we
Yeah,
talk like
yeah.
really big, so it's good. Like we're so ambitious. Ambitious. I just invented a new word. Ambitious.
Ambitious and bashful together.
There we go.
Ambitious.
Being ambitious is nice. Anyway, we got
Since it's already spoken, we
Yeah,
should
sorry,
introduce him.
sorry. Jeremy, introduce yourself. Come on.
My
let
name
the-
is Jeremy.
Let the people know.
I don't do much. I work in finance for St. John right now. I do the filming of this episode. Might work somewhere else later on. I don't know.
Cool. So he works in the finance department of St. John.
Yep.
You know that it's funny. I didn't know that. Just now I know. So yeah, it's cool, man. It's cool.
That's the cool thing about this podcast. It's like a getting to know you,
Yeah,
getting to
'cause,
know
like,
me kind of thing.
I try not to ask a lot of questions to people because I see like for example, I don't even know where you're from. Like I don't even know where he's from.
China, obviously.
I don't know where you're from,
Chan,
bro.
that's my name.
Exactly. So like, I find that people have
Get it
problems.
right.
Chan's from China, guys.
Like serious.
That's the name, Chan.
Yeah, the Chan dynasty, Julius Chan.
Dude, it's... Whoa.
No, but yeah, what I was trying to say is like, when you ask someone where they're from, and then you have like this profile, right?
Yeah.
And then like you classify them accordingly to. It's very racial, and I don't like doing that. That's why I try not to ask like these fun questions.
That you don't want to just assume where
Yeah.
someone is from.
Yeah, so I get to know them beforehand, and then like I find out, and then it's kind of interesting.
It's
That's
very
just my view.
interesting.
Anyway, I want to know like you've been in like the like the gym life for some
journey,
time.
yeah.
Your journey, so basically, I just want to talk about how it's been so far. What are the key points or pivotal moments in your
Yeah.
journey, and how you met these beautiful people that I'm also meeting, and but you're such a vibe. Like you just.
Oh,
You're like,
thanks, man.
honestly,
Yeah.
like, it's just you could carry a conversation in a room.
So we've been saying Jerry Wheels. It's because of this
Oh, yes,
Jerry.
this
So
is-
this is the Jerry of Jerry Wheels
Yeah,
that we've been exploiting.
I think it's time to play the original audio. I'm gonna play the original audio.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So tell us.
Excuse me, sir. I'm under the weather today.
Yeah, it's outside. Tell us a bit about your journey.
So I mean, I was always pretty active. I always played a lot in high school and played a lot of sports and stuff.
Like rugby?
Yeah.
Mainly
A lot-
rugby,
Mainly rugby league, but also like basketball and stuff.
Oh, nice.
Stuff. Yeah. But yeah, mostly rugby because all of the people that I used to like hang out with, they
Yeah.
played rugby. So I mean, the boys play rugby, so the boys play rugby. So mostly that. But then I'd always get injured, and then that would like cut into training. So then I stopped. So it was always like touch and go sort of thing. And yeah, going into uni, we didn't really be too consistent with it. So I went to uni twice. I went for like 2 years at UQ, and then I sort of left because my dad got sick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I came back. I was here for about 2 years, and then I went back, and then I wasn't really active then. So I was just at the house. I mean, it was a school house. If I had like little odd jobs to do, I'd do that. But food was there. It was cheap, and it was good.
Yeah. Is this down in
And
Brisbane?
Yeah. It was good food. It was cheap food. It was convenient. It was perfect storm to blow someone up to like 140 kilos. I was a big boy. I was a big boy.
Mate.
You got pictures you send us, we'll put it up.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'll show you a photo right now.
Awesome.
But yeah, it was crazy. Cause like I think my heaviest I was like 142 kilos.
Mate.
Yeah, no lie. Like
142.
yeah.
I'm often like thankful there's no KFC here. Because if there was a KFC here, I'd be obese. Because like I love KFC. When I went down for holidays, that's all I ate.
Like after you have like a long hard day at like school or work or whatever, like you don't want to go home and cook. So I live by myself.
I mean, it's
and
their bucket of chicken for me, mate.
Yeah,
It's
yeah. No,
I've
Domino's
never
they
had
have
KFC.
those $5 pizzas, and like like a $2 for like a 500 like a 1.5 liter Coke. Oh, that's your Friday night right there, and Saturday morning breakfast.
whatever's convenient.
Oh, you have no idea.
142.
Yeah.
Dang.
So that was like 2017 I graduated, so I was like, yeah, that was my heaviest.
Wow.
So then I came back here and I slowly started to cut down. So 2018, 2019, 2020 I started to work with B-Mobile. So that sort of, because I was already coming down. When I started, I was like 135. So
Oh, okay,
I didn't
okay.
really mean to do it. It was just because
It's
like,
just
I
the
wasn't
change-
eating,
yeah, the change
I wasn't
of
eating all these
lifestyle.
highly processed,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
high caloric foods. So
Very deliciously fatty.
Oh yeah.
Disgustingly good food.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. So all of that just tracking down, and then when I started to work, like, because I live by myself and I'm a lazy person. Like, if I don't cook, I don't eat. You know. So like,
How do you survive?
I'd rather go to sleep hungry than like have to like cook a whole bunch of food and then have to clean up after
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Same,
then
bro.
like
I can
So
relate.
so like after work, if like I'll eat a good breakfast. Like I wake up in the morning and like fry up bacon, eggs, toast, stuff like that. But then if I get something to do today, like lunch or something, then that's good enough for me. And then I don't have dinner. So I was like sort of like inadvertently doing like intermittent fasting.
Yeah.
Right.
Like cutting out meals and like extending the fasting window. So then I was like, oh, screw it, I'll just have breakfast only. So then like I started talking to this guy at work who was also doing sort of keto and fasting and stuff like that.
Okay.
And really into like that sort of like health space. And then he's like, do you mean to fast? And I'm like, no, not really. And he was talking about it. And he gave me some people to watch online on YouTube and stuff. I don't remember what channels exactly, but yeah, I was just watching that, and then I was like, okay, so maybe I can go a day without eating and nothing bad will happen. Like, it's actually good for me. So then I started doing that. So from like late 2020 into like 2021. So from about August 2020.
Were you doing that to like lose weight, or was it just like
It was
something
just
convenient? Yeah,
It
you're
was
just looking for convenience.
Yeah. Like I said, because I'd work there for like 8, 9, 10 hours, and then I'd come back home.
Yeah, it's too exhausting. Yeah.
I'd come back. I didn't want to cook. I just wanted to sleep. So I slept, and yeah, I was just doing all of that by accident. So then when I actually started to like purposefully do it, I was like, okay, maybe I'll do keto with fasting. So I was like doing like a lot of like fatty foods,
Yeah.
bacon and stuff in the mornings.
Yeah, keto is a high fat diet style,
Yeah.
from what I've heard.
Yeah.
And then really trying to cut down like carbs, rice, bread, stuff like that, and no spiking insulin with sugar. So
Yeah.
I was just doing like black coffee. So just straight up grinding black coffee or black tea or, that sort of thing. Because it's like an appetite suppressant as well.
Yeah.
So
Black coffee is really good if you're doing like a fast.
yeah.
It just really helps you.
I don't know. When I've been fasting recently,
Yeah.
I tried black coffee.
It's an acquired taste.
Yeah, it's bitter.
Yeah. No. I mean, it's bitter. Yes, I
Yeah.
get that. But I feel like it's it gives me energy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But then, in my mind, I don't know if it's anyone else, but it's like, oh no, you shouldn't be doing that. It's cheating.
Oh no.
no, it's
Because like caffeine gives you another form of energy, right?
yeah.
I mean, the caffeine boost.
Yeah.
Then I believe in that water fast diet. You know, just,
Oh, okay.
just water.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've been doing the water fast, like no coffee, no black coffee.
So you've just been using like your
Yeah,
your body's energy reserves. How's that working out for you?
It's tough.
It's tough, but
Yeah.
your body will get used
Yeah,
to
it's
it. Yeah.
getting used to it. I mean, the first 2 days, I was just every 20 minutes I was thinking food. Food.
Yeah.
It's because like my body was trying, so used to feeding on carbs
Yeah.
that like
Yep.
you know I just couldn't control it.
Yeah.
But eventually, like as the days went on, I did so I didn't like start fasting with the proper fast. Like it's sort of like I sort of like slowly moved into it. Like I skipped a meal a day.
Yeah, which is a healthier way
Yeah.
to do it. I
You
think
build up.
a lot of people like want to rush into it, but it's sometimes it's not what's the word sustainable.
Yeah.
Like your body needs time to adjust. Otherwise, you know, it just goes crazy because something
Yeah.
it's introduced to new stress, and then it's gonna just like you're making your body work against you because you're not giving it the time to adjust.
Yeah.
And you can easily quit
Yeah.
after like just a week or 2 weeks. Anyway, continue.
And then like the relapse is bad because
Yeah.
I've done relapses before. Like tried skipping meals and then fasting and then like going back because like all throughout high school and I've been on diets ever since like when I was small. So like relapsing and binge eating, it was like it's like a real thing, you know. I've been through that. But what I find now is that if you're really slowly going into it, like talking to yourself, it's all about
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
It's more a
100%.
mental. It's always a mental
it's all
battle
about
than
your
it
brain.
is.
Because when I was a kid growing up, I didn't know better, right? So I
No.
was like,
No one does.
I thought
Yeah.
about it as like restrictions. I was like, oh, that's restricting me. I just want to be normal, you know. I just
Yeah,
want to
Yeah.
indulge in everything
Yeah,
that
yeah.
you know a normal kid has. I want. But then as I grew up, I realized, ah, shit, like they were right, you know, like
Yeah.
it was good for me, and
Yeah.
I didn't listen.
It's like every person. Like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
don't know all the discipline that your parents instill and the
Oh,
harsh
yeah.
lessons. You hate it then,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like when you grow up,
Yeah.
you're like, okay, I have a better appreciation.
Yeah.
I mean,
And then we
that's true.
become like bitter old people to like the
Yeah.
younger
Yeah, yeah,
generation
exactly.
coming up
Oh, my
when we're just as bad as them as
Yeah.
well. You know,
Yeah,
just a
yeah,
different time. It's just, I
Yeah.
mean, you don't know now, but you will.
Yeah.
You'll understand and you'll appreciate it later on in life.
It's like something like my brother told me. Like he's always been very supportive of me, and when my parents would be really strict on me on meals and stuff, he'll indulge me from time to time.
Yep.
You know, my
Get you
brother's
snacks and stuff.
But then he'll tell me like, you don't know now, but one day you will.
Yeah.
And when the day comes, don't you call me.
Oh, bro.
It's like I want to tell you in your face, I told you.
Yeah,
And then like
yeah.
a few weeks ago, I called him. I was like, yeah, it hit me. I was like, you were right. I was like, yep, told you, man. So it was a realization of like slowly going into the fasting thing. It's like a slow build up, and then you have
Oh,
to
yeah,
be
yeah, yeah.
mindful of your thoughts. And I find that distracting yourself works.
Yeah.
Like especially like what you said.
If you work in
If
like
you're
a
working
corporate
like
environment
Yeah.
where you don't really have control of your own schedule and people
Yeah.
are like coming at you for stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if you have a demanding job and you throw yourself into that,
Yeah.
it's a little bit easier the transition in between.
Oh, yeah,
Like
yeah.
skipping meals to eventually fasting.
Yeah, because if you're not if you're not that like busy or you don't have that much control of I mean if you have a lot of control over like your day and your time, like you'll be like, oh okay, I'm done with this task and I'm kind of hungry, so maybe I can put off the
Yeah,
next one.
sometimes you're
and
not
then I'll
hungry,
go-
you're
yeah.
just bored.
Yeah, you're
I've
bored.
been there.
You're bored.
You're just
You're
like, I have
bored.
nothing better to do. I'll just eat.
Yeah. So the hunger becomes an excuse.
Exactly.
But then if it's like someone's always on you like 8 hours
Yeah,
or 9
yeah.
hours a day, you're like, okay,
You're
I
just
can't
too
re-
busy
yeah.
to even think
Yeah,
about
yeah, yeah.
eating.
Yeah, so that's how it started tracked down. I was cutting out meals. Eventually it got to the point where I was only eating like 5 meals a week. So I just
Ooh.
eat breakfast like Monday went through Friday, and then the weekends I just wouldn't eat because Saturday I'd be really tired. So I'd just sleep all day, like pretty much, and then after I found out about the fasting and increasing your window, so I'd just stay like the whole weekend without eating food.
Wow.
So, and then I'd eat breakfast Monday, and I did that for like.
That's like a 48-hour fast, eh?
I
If
don't
you're
know,
doing all
48
weekend.
Yeah,
I
so
mean, all
like
weekend it's 48
Friday
hours,
breakfast, and then I wouldn't eat Saturday, I wouldn't eat Sunday, and then I eat Monday breakfast.
Wow.
Yeah, so I
Bro,
did
how are
that.
you alive?
I'll show you.
Your-
You'll see
Your
the photo.
body.
Man, you're respect, man.
Thanks,
Respect.
man. Oh no, the good bit's coming up. But yeah, so I did that. So that was from like September until like the end of 2020.
Mhm.
So I was eating only like 5 meals a week, pretty much. And if there was like a big event where I'd go out with family and stuff, like if I had like a whole bunch of carbs, honestly, it's just as bad as drinking. Like when I
Yeah,
was
you get
full
the
on
food
like keto,
coma.
and yeah, honestly,
You feel
I
the
like a couple
bloatedness,
times I just felt so like bad after that. I knew that I couldn't drive myself home, so like I just leave my car at sister's place.
Because your
And
body's
then,
just not used to that much food, eh?
yeah, no, that might like that many carbohydrates, like because there'll be like breads and like
Yeah,
pastas and stuff,
yeah.
and they taste so good,
Like really heavy food, yeah.
like carbohydrates. Literally, like when you
can't
don't
do it.
have that, when you like exclude them from your life for like a long period of time, and then like even a little bit, like
It's like sugar as well. If you cut
Yeah.
out sugar for a very, very long time, just a little sip of like a can of Coke or a soft drink, you'll just taste it. It's overwhelming.
It is.
Yeah, if you noticed, like, I'm sure you've been through. Just don't ignore
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Ignore it. I didn't even
You
notice
have a
that.
pet.
Yeah, fine.
Like when you're fasting after you break your fast,
Yeah.
the food that you eat right after the fast, you can taste it like
Oh
really
yeah,
well.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
all the flavors and
Oh. The-
it was just the first time I experienced that was
Yeah.
after like I did a full-on 16-hour fast, the
Yeah.
first ever 16-hour fast I did, and I had like I had like eggs with what was it? I had eggs. There was a sandwich and some what do you call this thing? Salami.
Salami, yeah.
Yeah, I did a salami sandwich with
Like
some
a
eggs
deli
and-
meat, like
Yeah, and I just fried like a dozen eggs, just treated myself.
respect.
Like congratulations, 16-hour
There
fast.
you go. There you go. And that's important as well, like
Yeah.
celebrating the little wins.
Yeah.
Just to get your body excited.
Yeah,
That okay, this is a way to reward myself. I'm gonna crave it.
Mm.
Dopamine, man. I learned to
Yeah.
manipulate your dopamine.
I know,
That's just
I know. Yeah.
a
That's
life
next
hack.
level.
That's a life hack
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, there's some people who eat when they're emotional. Did you ever experience that?
Yeah.
Like when you're upset about something, you just
Yeah.
go and you eat.
Yeah. I've
Have you ever gone like binge eating?
binge eating. No,
You
not
didn't have
binge
a
eating.
problem.
Not binge
I found that
eating.
like when you're fasting, like the YouTube videos said it. I don't know. They're like it's not good for people who used to binge eat.
Dude.
Like if you relapse, it's gonna be really bad for you.
Oh, okay.
But so far, I haven't had that because after the fast window, like in my eating window,
Yeah.
I eat like a good meal,
Mm.
and then I'm full until like the next meal, so like 2 meals,
Yeah.
and then that's the fasting window again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's like what they like. It's for some people. Maybe I didn't have a problem with binge eating in the
Yeah.
first place. I was just overeating.
Oh, okay. And a lot of people like they're nice. They won't tell it to your face. You know,
Yeah.
they won't like literally won't go up to you and smack the food out of your
Yeah.
hand. You know.
Start doing that.
Yeah. Like honestly, sometimes tough love is the best love.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. So it's crazy because I mean, like the people that are around you, they love you. So like they'll enable
Yeah.
whatever you're doing.
That's the misconception of like criticism. Like some people, the people who want you to be better will tell you, and they will, they're the ones who show you the tough love. And if people don't care about you, they won't correct you, and that's something that a lot of people don't understand. Like in this day and in this culture, everybody just wants to be offended for any little thing, and they don't realize that there are some people who just want you to be better. And then the thing about criticism as well is that some people just don't know how to use their words properly and like constructively criticize you. Yeah, so like I'm a creative and like my work is constantly being open for criticism. So sometimes people just say things that are just very blunt.
Yeah.
Yep.
So like over the years I've learned to teach myself to like, okay, don't get too defensive, like stop and try to understand where people are coming from, because some people, they have the idea but they just don't know how to say it. So you have to like really be smart or try to say, okay, where are these people coming from?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
then again, it depends on whose voice matters. I mean, when it comes to
Yeah.
criticism, I think it's just whose voice and whose opinion matters that you should take. And if their opinion doesn't matter, then you know,
Yeah, how
you
receptive
can just
you are
you
to
can
that
just
person.
shrug it off.
Yeah.
But you gotta have a thick skin in this day and in this age. Otherwise, you know,
You have good filters up.
yeah. Otherwise, you ain't gonna. The world's gonna be a very hard place for you.
Oh yeah.
Even harder
Yeah.
than it usually is.
Mm.
So tough love, good criticism, mate. All of those
Yeah,
stuff.
you gotta have some tough love.
Oh yeah.
Did anyone like support you through your journey, like show you tough love?
What? Oh no,
Like in
no.
the whole dieting
in the whole
thing.
No,
family.
no. Everyone kept telling me to eat. So like,
You were trying not to eat. And they were like,
tried
no, you
not
need to eat, mate.
Oh no, it didn't really start until after like I did a 2-week water fast where I just drank water for 2 weeks last year in February. So like, which is the thing that led me into the gym again, because I did the 2-week fast, the water fast, which is something else. So I just drank nothing but salt water.
Ooh.
Like
So
the
sodium just to
pig,
keep it-
Himalayan rock salt, and like I took like 1 multivitamin a day just for ACV, apple cider vinegar as well, and just
Yeah,
black
that one's
tea,
good.
black coffee. So pretty much
No
like
sugar.
no sugar at all.
You did
No
it for
sugar,
how
no
long?
juice. I did
2
that for
weeks.
14 days.
Like, what was going into your
I
head?
stopped
man?
after I had I had these I don't know what they were like. Not really like they were like pink spots.
Oof.
They were itchy. They were like up
Oh,
and
you had a
down my neck.
reaction. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So they started to appear after like 11 days, and they got really bad. And then like people around me at work were like, just stop.
You pushed it to 14.
Yeah,
11.
yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, so 2-week fast. So like after, cause usually I mean every week.
Was it because you just didn't want to cook?
No, cause so I had like
Or were
a
you
really,
just like being adventurous and it's like, oh,
Yeah,
just
maybe
try
I
this
should
no,
try
out.
yeah,
this.
well like the
I
Thursday,
don't want to cook anyway.
the Thursday off, someone bought me lunch, and
Oh,
it was
yeah.
a big lunch. So like, and Friday I don't eat breakfast anyway. I mean, I do the fast. So then like I had a lot of food that Thursday. So it was like rice and beef stew, and it was like a double pack. So I was just full, like all through Thursday. I was barely like functioning at work from all the carbs.
Nay.
Yeah, I
Oh,
actually sent an
okay.
email to the wrong address
Oh.
because like I was just out of it. Because like after.
Because you like, when you have a lot of carbs, your brain gets foggy.
Yeah. So that
Yeah,
brain fog
yeah.
was like really heavy on me. So then as soon as I went home, I crashed. Like I slept, woke up Friday. I was still feeling full from the stuff I had at lunch the day before. So then, I was like, okay, well, I fast anyway on the weekend, so I didn't eat breakfast on Friday. And then when Saturday came, I already like hadn't been eating on Saturdays for like 4 months by then.
Okay.
So then, the weekend was just cruise control. And then Monday came, and I was like, okay, it's been like 4 days. Let's see how far we can go.
Nice.
So then, 5 days, 6 days, and it just kept going and going. And then, after day 7, like a week, I was like, okay, maybe I should start really looking at the how to come off it properly.
Okay.
So I really couldn't have any kind of solid food or any kind of fruit juice. It was mostly they said the best thing to do was get vegetable soups.
Okay.
So not the solid kind, but there was these packs that they sold at Waterfront. So
Vegetables packs, the soup ones?
yeah, the soup ones.
Yeah.
So I bought enough for 4 or 5 days because
Right.
after day 8 of the fast, I stopped my bowels shut down and I stopped having anything solid come out of me.
Mate.
Yeah. So that was after a week and so 8 days. So I just kept doing that, and then day 14 I was like, it's 2 weeks. I'd gone to my sister's place the day before that happened, and they all looked at me and they all cried because my face was sunken in, my cheekbones. My hands were a lot skinnier. I was down to so right now I'm I fluctuated between 99 and 102 kilos.
Okay.
But at the end of the fast, I was about 91 and a half kilos,
Wow.
92. So that was the lightest I've ever been in. The last time I was 91, I was in high school with C.
Wow.
Like we were both like grade 8, 9, 10. Like yeah. So it was crazy. It was crazy. Like every like
That was great.
like I went to my
It's the
sister's house.
attitude for me.
Everyone cried. Everyone cried. Like my sister, like all my nieces and stuff. My cousin who was there. My mom and dad, yeah, they cried. Like,
Yeah, well, that's the weird thing about like us Melanesians.
Yeah.
When you lose weight, it's wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
why is that? There's
Like,
like
why
this
are you
stigma,
doing that?
Like
No.
oh you thin, you sick, like are you sick?
Yeah.
Are you depressed? Is something wrong?
Mm.
They shouldn't. They I don't know. It's just I don't know how to start that conversation and change it.
No,
Honestly,
yeah.
like if
Yeah.
you were to change people's mind, oh, I don't want to be big. I want
Oh,
to be
yeah.
want to look fit.
Oh.
And then when you
Yeah.
look fit, they ask you like, are you playing sports?
Oh yeah. No. Because like because
Yeah.
when at the end of the fast I was like 92 kilos. Everyone cried for me, and then my dad was like, okay, you need to eat. And you want to like lose weight or something. He didn't understand, so he was like, "Okay, I'll buy you a year's gym membership."
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
nice.
so he was the one who bought the gym membership for me, and I was like, "Oh, okay."
I'll
So I
just
was like,
make use of it.
Yeah. So then, like, I broke fast. I had soup for like 3-4 days, and I could see like bowel movements were starting to become good. So I had like having a lot of probiotics. So like stuff like these kimchi and
Kimchi's good. It really
yeah.
cleans out your
yeah, no, the
insides.
probiotics with it. So I was eating like just a ton of yogurt,
Yeah,
and
okay.
kimchi,
Right.
that German boiled cabbage. I forgot what it's called. The sauerkraut. So
Okay.
I was having some of that too for about a month just to like get all the gut fauna back in.
Wow. Man,
So
you did
did
a lot
that-
of research for this, eh?
I'm a crazy person.
No, that's good because some people go into it blindly.
Yeah.
It's good to like research and know what you're getting yourself into.
Oh,
And
yeah.
at the end of like some people blame the process. It's like no,
Yeah.
maybe you just didn't research it properly enough, or you went into it a little uneducated.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why like before I did the 2-week fast, like I had like that 3-4 month period where I was only eating like 5 meals a week. So it wasn't really that big of a push. Like if I tried to do it now, I probably wouldn't be able to go that long.
Because your body was prepared for that kind of fast beforehand.
And there was like just so much information online.
Yeah, it is.
There's this Scottish guy. I don't know. They did like a thing back in the 20s or something, where he was this huge dude. He must have weighed like nearly 300 kilos, and he fasted for a year, or just a
Wow.
little over a year. Yeah, I think he's Scottish. I don't know, somewhere Great Britain. Yeah, so he did that fast for I don't know if it was 365 days or. It was over 300 days that he did that fast under doctor supervision, and he did that fine. I mean, with just not having solid food for that long, sort of put that bug in my head, that
It can be done.
if someone can go that long, I
Yeah.
mean, what's 2 weeks? What's a weekend? What's 3 days? Or what's 24 hours? I mean,
When you were going through that, I just wanted to like touch on. Did you build a resentment towards like eating in general? And
No,
was
no.
it because of like? Yeah, I just wanted to understand like how it went to that
so
extent.
it wasn't like a resentment for food. Like it's a convenience thing.
Yeah.
I'm a lazy person. So
At least you're owning up.
yeah. I'm so lazy. Like I won't eat for 3 days because I don't want to make dishes. Yeah.
Right.
So after the fast though, when I started to refeed and for like about a period of about 6 weeks, food tasted amazing.
Yeah.
It did. Like just like bread by itself, like sliced
I
white
can
bread.
imagine.
Yeah.
Like oh my goodness,
Just put some anchor butter
like
on
those bread rolls at the restaurants. That's all I had to eat. Like I mean, like that's all I wanted to eat. I mean, I could smell them as soon as I got in the Stanley. I could smell the bread rolls.
The bread
like
rolls.
when someone opened up a can of like Sprite or Coke in the
You could
office,
smell
like
it.
You
they
could
could be
smell
like 3-4 meat. Boo is like crack in the air. Like
Yeah,
serious.
yeah, it is.
It is. I mean, it is now, but like someone could be like 10, 15 meters away or drank it at lunch or like I could
Yeah.
smell people's lunch when they came back in
Yeah.
there. I was like, what'd you get? Like, oh, that. Like, honestly, like everything tasted amazing. Like just boiled greens,
Yeah.
like broccoli with salt and butter. Oh
I
my
can
God.
relate to the boo because I haven't drank boo in like 3 years
yeah.
because I used to be addicted to that thing.
Oh, man.
I drank like 3 a day.
Wow.
At uni was worse
Hmm.
because that's the thing that kept me up. But like I kind of question it because every time I drank boo, I'd still feel tired.
Man.
And I was like, so what's the point of drinking all these high energy drinks that's supposed to keep me like energetic and alive? Why am I still feeling tired? And then I read into like how caffeine affects your body and then sugar affects your body and all of that and how it really messes up your energy reserves and all of that. So I just decided to cut it off. But I can smell it. Like when someone opens it, it's just so strong.
It's just you can. Oh, it's great. But yeah, like everything just tasted amazing. Like even now, like it
You
totally
found like a new appreciation for
food. Yeah. Like just like black coffee doesn't taste that bitter to me. You know.
Yeah, it's really nice. Though.
It's really nice. It's really, especially like if it's like a good roast and like the person who pulled the espresso shot really knows what they're doing. It almost tastes like there's like fat in it, like cream or milk or something. You know, even though it's just straight black. It's different. Like greens taste different. Like rice tastes different. Like for that 6 and even now, man. Like I'm eating foods that usually would put me off. You know, like I wasn't a real big fan of like peppers or like capsicum and stuff. Now I don't really mind it that much. You know,
So
like
you basically just cleared out your gut.
like my palate changed.
So
Cause
you
like,
reset it.
yeah. Cause like that's why like I spent that month eating a lot of probiotic foods. And I was taking like probiotic pills as well, just to like build up like that gut fauna as well. Cause online it says after about, I don't know if it's a week or it's a certain amount of days where like I think 90 or 80% of the bacteria in your gut dies off. Because you're not feeding them with solid food.
Okay.
So say if you were addicted to like a certain type of food, probably doing that would maybe
Rewire
clean
it?
out,
Yeah. 'Cause
rewire it. Or like if you had allergies.
I don't know about allergies, man. I'm not a qualified medical professional.
I mean, it's just all theoretical of it.
Yeah. I mean, self-experimentation. Like you do something that works for you, and like really like observe yourself going through it and adjusting, making small changes.
Yeah, I think that's the way to go with diet and exercise. I don't think there's one way to go.
No.
It's you really have to listen to your body. Yeah. And there's like general rules. But then you as an individual respond differently. Yeah. So it's that self-editing. I relate to that. You just have to constantly try to find what works best for your body, and then what doesn't, just eliminate and all of that.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like everybody's body is different.
Yeah.
Like what works for you may not work for me. May not work for me.
Exactly.
So you just have to tune into your inner and listen to it. But the thing that I've noticed is over the years we've sort of just blindly been feeding ourselves. And just chugging basically shit down our throats. That we cut off that mind-body connection. That this, I need this. I need this vitamins. I need this vitamins. And then your body sort of just said, "Oh, I'm hungry. Give me carbs." Because at this point, it's just fueling you. It's cutting out all the vitamins, all the tastes, whatever. And then it's just basically just an energy source. Like you just want energy source.
It's really
so I feel like maybe going into fasting and going into like understanding the foods and. Although
it resensitizes you.
It gives you that new sense of appreciation.
Maybe like if you're addicted to a certain kind of food, like not going to an extreme fast, but cutting out that kind of food for a while, and then see, because that kind of resets your system as well. Just cutting it out. Like I cut out boo, and like I can't drink that thing or anything. I have a bad association with it now. It's just, I smell it and I'm like, oof, no. But then I found like. The beauty of that is like my body is learning how to tap into its own. Like I'm using sleep now and what I eat and like how I time when I eat and how long I sleep to really maintain my energy. Because I've come to a point where I don't want to rely on anything external to really rely on something external to keep my energy levels high. Try to the things your body can do. And you just have to learn about that and then take advantage of that.
Oh yeah. Like right now, I try to eat a lot more protein, and really try to balance out like the ratio of my meals, like on a daily basis. If there's like an event or something, then I throw the rules out. But like every day, like because
I live a little. You can't be.
Because I know like carbs, like they'll put my ass to sleep at work. So Like I really try to
Yeah,
if
I
I go
can-
out and get
Yeah.
something like I
Yeah.
like if I go to if I go out with like some colleagues to a place, I'll always try to stack on the protein and get like a salad or something. If it's the middle of the day and then I know I have to go back to work for like another 5-6 hours or something, then I definitely try. Or I try to just have like a protein shake at my table at lunch, and that's my lunch for that day until like I'll take my actual lunch at like 4, which then I can go and get some carbs or whatever because I know I only have to work for another hour and a half.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to the gym anyways after work, so it's sort of like a pre-workout meal, and,
Yeah.
and I can stack on the carbs that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need the carbs.
Yeah.
Especially for like, because you deadlift a lot, so it's like you need all that strength and that energy. But that's the benefit of you trying out all of those things.
Oh, yeah,
Like
yeah.
you've just understood your body to
Yeah,
a point where
yeah.
you know what to eat, what not to eat,
Yeah.
or when to eat.
I'm being more
what you're
purposeful
not. Yeah.
with how I approach food.
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Which is like, especially if it's like a heavy like a strength session where like it's like I'm doing heavy benches,
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
deadlifts, squats. Then I know that I should have like carbs before and after. But if it's like volume work, really light,
Yeah.
trying to get a pump in, then maybe like I don't really need as many carbs, you know. And all of this information is online on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like I watch that like religiously now. I don't watch TV or
Yeah.
anything. I don't watch
I
movies.
feel you.
It's
know.
crazy. Like
So what are the next steps for you? Like, where do you see yourself going? You want to bulk up, or you want to shred down?
no, I just want to get my numbers up.
Right.
Like just get like a big squat, bench, and dead.
So only your training is mainly strength focused.
Yeah.
Just working on the numbers and the PRs.
Yeah, I'm sort of like facetious or self-centered that way because like I really can't play rugby. I mean, I can't spend, all that time running and stuff.
Yeah.
I have bad knees anyway, so like seeing the numbers tick up every week or every month.
You have bad knees, but you squat so deep, so that's an excuse. Like, I'm calling you out on that, man. Boy.
No, but like my main like worry is that if I actually play sport, then I'll get injured and that'll just cut
that's
through.
true. That's
And
true.
I cannot afford to like.
But then
sit
you're on
out.
a program that's mainly more convenient to your lifestyle.
I
I think that's where your mind is. You're just like, whatever's convenient for me.
Yeah.
Even though people might hear your story and be like, man, that's a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
But like,
Oh, it's not like.
but it pays off. Like you did
It
done
does.
all that hard work, and now your life is just on a really good system and a good flow. I think.
Oh yeah, man.
Is it at that point yet?
I honestly don't know, and I'm scared to actually look at it. It's this
Right,
thing
right.
in the corner, and I'm just trying to stay on cruise control and see what.
But it's a good cruise control that's like keeping
Yeah.
you and keeping everything. Like it's not a destructive one. It's
No,
mainly
yeah.
something you've created a series of habits that just basically are just
I
looking
know.
after you in the long run.
Yeah, I know. But the problem is not because I still live by myself. All the foods in my house are ones that like I can't really have guests over,
Yeah.
Because all I have is like milk, oats, protein, eggs, like fish, just the rice, just all the stuff that. Because it's
Gives you
convenient.
the
Yeah.
Basically, all the foods are for you, no guests.
No guess. I don't even drink like juices or stuff like there's this milk. I drink a lot of milk, but that's like the only cold drink I have in the fridge. Otherwise, I drink tap water all day, son.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
Yeah. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, I'm really like trying to like just like hone in on like getting like not like locking down the diet and training and stuff.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I push hard training and then like I start to get like
Fatigue.
fatigue, like sleep starts to suffer because I need to work on my sleep too because I'm barely getting like
Sleep
4
is
hours.
a game changer.
Yeah.
You get like somebody told me like you need to get minimum 7 hours of sleep.
Oh, I
They're
wish.
like it's like roids. It'll work wonders for your body.
I know.
And it's like,
I know.
I'm going off like 5 hours.
Yeah, man, I barely get full. Like I'll be in bed at 11 and then I'll wake up again at like 4 or 5 o'clock.
Yeah, same.
And it's not like deep sleep too. Like I'll be like
Easy
tossing and turning
turning
around.
around.
Yeah, like one of the interesting things that I've read about sleep
Yeah.
is that while you sleep, your brain releases like a fluid that cleanses your brain,
My
and that
brain's
only
dirty.
happens when you're sleeping and when you're in that deep state of sleep. So it just basically just flushes your brain, and like I think all the dead brain cells or whatever it is, like kind of just flushes all of that out of your system, and that only happens when you're in that deep sleep. So they're like, you need to get your sleep in.
Yeah, I think that's the next thing I need to really work
You
with. But
gotta get to sleep in, honestly.
yeah,
Because that's the problem.
Yeah.
Everybody gotta sleep.
yeah, 8 hours of sleep change your life.
Yeah, because I'm like I can't concentrate. It really affects my
Oh,
the
yeah,
way
yeah, yeah.
the way that I work and my
Yep,
output.
yep.
And I spend a lot of time thinking in my work. Like I have to conceptualize ideas and
Oh, yeah,
designs and
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
everything.
right.
Yeah,
And like a lot of that is just in my mind.
You
That
need
work is
mental
just
clarity.
exactly. And if I'm like too tired to
Yeah.
think, I'm easily
like
distracted.
that. Yeah.
So sometimes I do just like do power naps, like 10, 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Just close my eyes on a chair, put my phone where the alarm like set to high.
Yeah.
It really works. Like you think you're just closing your eyes, but then it kind of resets
Yeah.
my brain.
Power naps are good, actually. I've tried power naps like a few times, especially when I'm editing. Like when I
Yeah.
took this stuff off, and I will work for a point and like my brain gets stopped. Like I can't, like how to move
You get a
this
block.
and yeah. So I get a block. I stand up, go power nap.
Yeah.
20 minutes, wake up, and then I see all the errors I made.
Yeah, sometimes you just need that little bit of reset, and then you're good to go again.
Yeah.
But thank you, Jerry.
No worries.
It's been an honor having you on the show.
I don't know how honorable I am. But
Very honorable.
No,
very
we do not
honorable.
allow negative self-talk on this podcast. Not anymore. No, sir. It's 2022.
thank you.
Thank you very much. Hey, thanks a lot, guys, for watching. If you haven't subscribed,
Please subscribe.
And yeah, I will drop the links to their socials below, and you can just follow them. But yeah, Jerry Will's out.
Yes, very weird.
Yeah, Jerry Will's.
Hey.